Hello everybody, and today we're talking about Minitoon and how somebody was apparently stealing his game assets. Now, if you guys don't for whatever reason know who Minitoon is, he's basically the creator of Piggy, a really popular Roblox game that has been on the front page for a while now. If you haven't checked out the game, it's kind of like a granny type game, and it's pretty good, so I do suggest you check it out. I personally don't really play it, but I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, let's just go ahead and see on Twitter what Minitoon said, because he was just talking about the entire situation and discussing his obvious frustration with them using his assets in the thumbnail. Now, if you guys have any opinions on this entire situation, make sure you guys go ahead and comment down below. And of course, if you guys like videos like these, make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and subscribe and notifications on, because I post commentaries like this every single day and you might enjoy some of them. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tweets that Minitoon tweeted about the situation and how he brought it to light. Minitoon said, "Ahoy everyone, I didn't really want to talk about this today, but it's becoming such a big problem that it really needs to be talked about. Please stop using my characters without permission at all. This is illegal and seeing games get away with." And that was the first one out of 4. So as you can see, he introduced this as a huge problem that has been going on for probably quite a bit of time, and obviously people have been using his characters for the longest of times inside of their game, even games that are completely copying the entire style of Piggy, even putting the characters in the exact same spot, etc., trying to just like kind of leech off of his popularity since his game is really popular. And obviously these characters are his. He did create these characters. Some people were saying, hey, it looks like Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is obviously the one who created the characters, but Peppa Pig does not look exactly like this at all. This is an original idea by Minitoon, and it changed so much from Peppa Pig that I feel like it's a completely different thing. Because if we gave a random person these two character designs, I feel like they would say that they aren't copies of each other because they look so different. But if you check the game, it's called Speedrun Simulator, and it had around 21,000 players whenever Minitoon posted about it. Obviously, the profile picture of the game was a picture of George, I believe. I don't really play Piggy, but it's probably a picture of George, a character inside of Minitoon's Piggy game. And I actually went out of my way to go and just do some research, see if this game's actually about Piggy at all, and it's not. It has nothing to do with Piggy. It was just the thumbnail of the game that had to do at all with Piggy. After saying this, Minitoon also tweeted out, "Using the characters and environments I've and many others have worked on countless hours and days and weeks and months on is really hurtful. I really want to thank Derpy Dervy as well as 10 Flea for asking for permission before, as it really means a lot to me. I really hate taking legal action against people, but if you shamelessly steal parts of my IP without even asking me and without gaining my permission, I have to act against it. You're essentially manipulating people into thinking I made or ensourced your game." So right there, he does say he's going to take legal action if, of course, they don't remove it or something like that, but he also says they're manipulating people into thinking that he somewhat owns the game or has developed in the game or something like that. Obviously, if you do look at this profile picture, I personally would definitely think that Minitoon has something to do with it, instead of it being an entirely separate entity from Minitoon. Because when you see this, you definitely think of Minitoon. You don't think of Peppa Pig. You don't think of a simulator game. You think of Minitoon. And I don't think it's totally leeching from Minitoon. I feel like it would still have players without that profile picture. But I still, at the same time, think that they should remove it because it looks like Minitoon is endorsing it. Then he ended off by saying, "Which is extremely untrue and very wrong. Please remove my characters from your game if you have not received explicit permission from me, and thank you." I think what's even worse is that the majority of games that do this shady stuff are made by people with brand new Roblox accounts or are only a few months old, which leads me to believe they know exactly what they're doing. Obviously, people take advantage of this. They make accounts just for the purpose of making like a game called Piggy 2 or something like that, just to leech off players and make like a game filled with advertisements, so maybe somebody will accidentally buy something or like that, and then they can run away with all the money that they got and profits on their main account. So those people are pretty much scum, and I wouldn't trust any of those games that are talking about that they're Piggy 2 or something like that or along those lines. But people's response to this was mostly positive, but some people actually did disagree with him. Scrimzox said, "It's literally a hat on the catalog though, and you stole all the characters from Peppa Pig." Now, I don't feel like he stole all the characters from Peppa Pig. I mentioned this before because they're completely different. It's not like the exact same thing at all. Sure, the concept of it, the basic concept, is pretty much the same. They're both pigs, but everything else is different. Now, some people doubted that he even had the copyrights to the characters in the first place, and this guy named Alfredo said, "First of all, your characters, that's the funniest thing I've heard, because I'm pretty sure they're from Peppa Pig. Second, your environments, the first map is literally a ripoff from Granny, and lastly, the game doesn't even have to ask permission in the first place, since read the game description. And in the game description, it said inspired by Piggy before they changed it. Now, Minitoon actually responded to this guy and said, I've gone over all quote-unquote Piggy assets with lawyers, especially when teaming up with Mojo to produce merch. We've even copyrighted it all if you check the merch site, so the characters and locations are in fact mine. I hope this eliminates any concerns you may have. Obviously, if you're like a huge game dev and you want to make merch in the future, you're going to copyright all your characters so other people don't just like steal your entire brand to leech off of you and make merch and then get the money from your fans that want to buy your merch. So people copyright it, and Minitoon has obviously copyrighted this. You can't make merch of Piggy without his permission or something like that, or you could possibly get sued, etc. So yeah, he has the copyrights to it. Anyways, yeah, I just want to talk about the entire situation. In the end, they did actually change it, and they put this on their group wall. We have removed the Roblox hat Piggy head from the character and our game icon, and will not use it again. We are very sorry to Minitoon, especially for this inconvenience. So I see this as a massive W for like Minitoon, because now they removed their character icon. Of course, some people were saying that they would be nothing without Piggy as their character icon, but they still have upwards of 20,000 people on the game, so I don't think it really changed anything. But yeah, tell me your opinion on this entire situation. Do you think it was fair for Minitoon to do this, or do you think the speedrun simulator owners are in the right here and didn't actually mean to harm the game or anything like that, or mean to steal assets from Piggy? Also, do you think Minitoon should like take legal action against this team, because obviously they made a ton of money on this game, and some of it has to be from the logo. Of course, not most of it, but some of it definitely has to be from the logo. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please guys go ahead and like the video, tell me your opinion down below, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord down below because it's the best way to contact me, or if you want to talk to me at all. And of course, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and notifications on, like the video, and goodbye.
Got my eyes on a computer screen, trying to work my digits in. I fidget with my lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock, and it appears at 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted or another day finished, and my mind is steady running in place. I don't want to fall asleep because I got so much to say, but I don't want to stay awake and keep exhaustion at bay.